this country is gifted with so many role models. But when you think when you're looking for a youth role model, you don't find very many names. Youth role models who've broken barriers and achieved greatness. And today, on the occasion of Women's Day, we are humbled to have with us an athlete, an artist, an award-winning shooting sensation who's making waves in India and beyond. She's represented India at the highest levels of competition, including the Olympics. She's won a number of awards along the way, including a gold medal at the Commonwealth. Her incredible talent doesn't stop there. She's also a skilled painter whose work has been exhibited across India. As a sub-inspector with the Punjab Police, she is an exemplary leader who's showing the next generation how to chase their dreams fearlessly. And if you're looking for inspiration, all of you 1,100 people, you're at the right place. Please join me in welcoming this remarkable athlete, Anjum Moudgil, to Paro University presents I.I.M.U.N's Role Model Series. Welcome again, and thank you so much for joining.
Hello everyone. Like 1,100 people are watching us. So yeah, even I am happy to see you all here.
Yes, that too. That on a day when half of them are celebrating Holi. They took out the time to come and watch this. Definitely not here for me, but so excited to see you. Alright, Anjum, so let me get started. For the first question, sports in India is a very complicated love affair, right? Every time an athlete wins on an international stage, the country celebrates this win like it's their own win. However, when it comes to giving sports the rightful importance, especially in schools, India remains far behind. It is never seen as a priority. I remember in my school days, we had a 40-minute period allotted for sports in an entire week, and that too was sometimes taken over by some science teacher whose syllabus wasn't complete. So it's always not been the top priority. Did you also face this growing up, and what is the message that you would like to send to Indian educators in order to make sports more accessible to the next generation?
As an athlete, we also faced जब school में हम खेलते थे, कर रहे, even the school used to be proud to take but जब medals नहीं आते या कोई भी team आते बाहर and they don't perform well, there's a lot of criticism that they have to face. I think अगर schools में program start होता भी है, I would say the basic mindset that the athletes, their training, if they're getting so much support from the government, they just go and win. That's it. But the mindset, they should know, okay, if you don't win, because at the end of the day, we are giving 100% while we are training. And ऐसा नहीं है कि हम वहाँ जाके बस give up कर देंगे या ऐसा है, और बाकी athletes हैं उन्होंने अच्छा किया है. So I would just say it's about changing the mindset of the people in regards to athletes and the training we do, and also the respect given in every athlete. So yeah, just adding on to the curriculum doesn't make a change. Mindset.
Yeah. It's not just you can add another lecture period, it won't help. You have to actually make them believe that it is, they have to be convinced that it is good for them. And it does help you
to, get more mature and independent. And I think in your normal life, apart from sports. So wo jo growth hoti hai, really useful.
Absolutely. And Anjum, so many of them would like to know, how were your teachers? Were your teachers at your school supportive? How did they? Because I'm sure a lot of chunk of your time would be, you must be, I mean, were you the kind who were managing academics and sports together, or were you flunking classes and wanted to do sports? Tell us a little about it.
So we had teachers who were really supportive. They used to be so happy with, the athlete performing well, but at the same time, there were teachers who just thought कि हम छुट्टियाँ लेने के लिए खेलते हैं, and then we skip exam, not be and कुछ जा रहे हैं. But I would say जब आप जीतने लग जाते हो, लोगों का perception बदल जाता है, and that's when teachers start taking pictures with you, and so we have seen all were so many classmates who didn't really, don't really like to talk to you because आप पढ़ नहीं नहीं आते. But when you are winning at a they want pictures with you. They want to become.
Then suddenly you become
I
their
saw
best
that
friend.
when I won a Commonwealth Games medal. Oh my God, the amount of friend requests I got उस time पे, all the people who never used to talk to me, they were like the topper, but बस पढ़ रहे. मतलब I think that's a bit like it's changing now, and we can see how sports is developing, and now we get the respect. It's better what it used to be when I was in school, and now college and universities give us like proper different timings for exams. हमारे so I think all those changes we are looking at are really, and I would say should be changing in next couple of years more.
With people like you who are at the forefront of it, I'm sure things will change. Yeah, people will give sports the due importance. But talking about you winning awards and all of that, you've participated in so many global stages, global international platforms, and you have had the opportunity in order to interact with various different nationalities, right? Give us some insights into how they are different from the Indian authorities. How is the Indian authorities' approach different to that of, say, some countries who are much more dedicated towards sports and athletes? And what are the changes that you would like to see in their approach, in the Indian authority approach towards sports?
Other countries, me can talk to, I think that they have like a plan, and the planning is not like just like 1 year prior to the competition or a couple of months prior to a competition. So they have like a proper plan क्योंकि rather than the competition. So they where the team would be playing or what they want to see competition or not. That type of judgment, and also the athletes respect that. But what we have seen, अगले साल Olympics है, इस साल सब कुछ आपको like everything you need, but then we can't really make a good rapport with every nutrition psychologist, physio, immediate couple of months before a tournament. There should be a proper team through at least 2 years prior. वो ऐसा है जो lack कर रही है, but I would really say कि काफी helpful होता है थोड़ी सी better planning हो, and I think but we are seeing the changes, at least the government to support the athletes when it is required prior to the competition, prior to any tournament, and also the infrastructure is better, at least for shooting now. So there are many positive changes. Full of more management issues can.
No, absolutely. I think that some like jugaad thing is there in Indians across. The last minute thoda jugaad ho jayega and everything will happen. So I think that is something which is there in every Indian. So I think धीरे धीरे वो भी ठीक हो रहा है, and people the planning infrastructure like you said. So good to hear from an athlete that it is improving gradually, but it is
changes in the decade, and in coming I think would be a change for Indian sport.
Absolutely. And talking about when this support is provided, it does push the athlete in order to come and perform much better. And in the recent past, we've seen with the growth of social media, it has changed a lot. It has brought a lot of spotlight on sports and sports people. पहले जो था कि cricket ही है सब कुछ, वो अभी धीरे धीरे people are realizing that encouragement towards all different sports slowly. I'm sure it's not जितना worship करते हैं cricketers को उतना धीरे धीरे we're starting to do it across. And I remember when Neeraj Chopra had won, everybody had put up stories for him like it's their brother who's won. And slowly, you know, different, and I'm sure it's very encouraging for other athletes also. सब जितने भी other sports people हैं उनको भी वो encouragement मिलता होगा वो देख के कि that, you know, he got so much. I'm sure it pushes you more to do better. But do you think, but is the pressure also there because of social media, or do you think that जब भी practice करते हैं तो वो social media इतना impact नहीं करता है?
कहीं ना कहीं, I mean, it totally depends on the individual, but तो हमें कई बार तो बहुत अच्छी, there is some we are getting through social media, but couple of years ago there was none of the major थोड़ा बहुत importance और games को शुरू हुई है, and all the, you know, the articles we read about the athletes, and especially in media, many pages, all the sports, that it gives us encouragement. And also, I won't say it gives us pressure, but yeah, I mean, sometimes people do feel pressure, maybe the beginners, or it totally depends on the, but I would say the social media playing a big role in motivating us and motivating the younger generation to, you know, up to the other athletes from different sports and see how we are throughout a day and how our good is. I think all of that, because of media, is really a change, I would say. But yeah, athlete ko, agar aap athlete ko, I don't think there's anything negative to learn about them. When you follow someone, you see them training, you see, apart from their sport, it is also very important. So we can all see that, and it's like a positive thing, the social media.
Yeah, I'm sure, you know, people who are not getting that support from their family, from their schools, through social media, they are getting that support, or they're seeing other athletes get that support, which is then further encouraging them in order to go into that field. So it's good. Yeah. I think वो social media का pressure जिसको लेना है वो लेगा. So that is, I think, like you said, it's person to person.
आपके हाथ में आप,
yeah,
आपको pressure लेना है उसका ना लो. But I would say it's more than a negative, very positive tool to learn and even mentor the younger. So I really use social media for that, to help out athletes who are choose at a beginner level. I think agar aap dekho, to it's a positive.
Yes, and I think mentorship from athletes is so much more beneficial. Like mentorship from somebody who's gone through your journey is just, I don't think it can be parallel to anything else. So yeah, I mean, you know, kudos to you for doing that for beginners. But you know, all in your journey, there are so many lessons that you would have learned, and sports itself teaches so many lessons. You know, from hard work to humility, from, you know, team spirit. What is that one lesson that is the most important of everything that you've picked up in your journey?
I would say, whenever feeling low or in a state where you feel like giving up, just remember the smile your love for a sport. जैसे अगर आपको कोई भी चीज पसंद, आप उसे एकदम खुशी खुशी और प्यार से करोगे, और उसकी वजह से आपके पेरेंट्स के मुंह पे स्माइल, तो वो चीजें हैं जो मोटिवेट करेंगे किसी भी एंड एंड द लव और आप व्हेन वी आर लो. तो जब जीतते हैं तब तो सब रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं, सब मोटिवेट, बट वी आर नॉट when you are not really doing and you show up for each session, and the same, I would say that is something what I've sports, and it has really helped me in my life as well. So be it facing challenges, nothing can be if you have a strong will. So one thing that has really helped from.
Absolutely. You know, achieving so much at such young age, you have to keep that willpower always there as your strongest support in order to move forward through highs and lows. But would you like to share like a story which was like low in your career of sports? Something, you know, like a failure which taught you something which you'd like to share?
Quick memory, I would say. So when I was in the Commonwealth in 2018. I had two matches, एक prone का था और competition का. So prone, I had some issues with my rifle and I didn't really see what was going wrong, and the match was terrible. I ended up last rank and was prepared that I was completely shocked, like कि ऐसा क्यों हुआ है? But then just because of the belief I had in myself that I when it really hit, there's no, even in the high pressure, because it was Commonwealth Games, I know I have that command over my mind and my body. So just because of that belief, I I, I just went with so high level to record and silver. So more than the medal, I would say the, because it showed how from a very, I didn't speak to family, I didn't speak to any games village, just because how heartbroken I was with the like with the prone match. So that one day ये हुआ, दूसरे दिन the transition, I would say, is something that is really taught me कि it's okay if you face. It's very important क्योंकि कई चीजें काफी अच्छी होकर आपको कुछ सिखा, तो मैं उस नजरिए से देखती हूँ चीजें कि हाँ क्या सीखने को मिला, and it's over now.
No, it is really true. Like there are bad days, and sometimes we let those bad days define us. कि ये हो गया, and now you know so many of these students who joined today, so many of them are giving their board examinations. So yeah, so that you know the pressure that they take कि results के बारे में ये वो, it's just it's not the end of the world, guys. It's
as an adult now, because my sister who's giving her 12th board exams, I can see the pressure she's taking, and I mean we just keep telling हम उस stage पे चुके हैं, हाँ अब expectation ज़्यादा, but then once you over 12th and later you won't even मतलब आपको शर्म आएगी सोचने में कि किसके लिए मैंने इतना pressure लिया. You should just write her exams. फिर होते कि मैं बिना बात से इतनी टेंशन ली, अभी तो कितना आगे लाइफ में है. So I would just keep reminding them it's just part of your life to take stress.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can totally relate. And I was one of those people who used to take so much pressure about academics. And now when I think back, I'm like, oh my God. Oh, but yeah, I think a little bit of pressure is good because it helps you perform well. But the peer pressure, like somebody wrote, the peer pressure and, just killing yourself in order to look good for the society, it's just useless.
Healthy is really important. This gives you so much more focus and confidence, and when you take things lightly, that's also not good. Having that amount of pressure जहाँ पे कि this job needs to be done and you do it without having that anxiety, nervousness, stress levels where you are maybe harming mind and your body health. So that I think is really
Absolutely. And now that you've achieved so much, we would really want to know what are the future goals and aspirations, not just in sports but also in arts. And what does the future
look like? I would really like to be a mentor where I be, easily available for the younger athletes who are having with their with their sport or anything. So I would just like my students to be of some use to the younger generation, and also I love doing art. I would say I would just need more. I need to give some more time to that to see how far I can learn new things in my art and expand that, and maybe sell that art and put money some athlete who's having financial issues. So I want that.
No, absolutely. And your whole thing of mentoring new people it's so altruistic and it's just commendable. Probably one day you'll have your own academy. That would be nice. But because this is role model series, I must ask you, who has been your role model?
There's not been like a single person. It's like all of the people. It's mostly the younger generation that really motivates me now, because they are so full with confidence, so clear cut in what they do. There's so much to learn from each person I meet. So for me, it's all of the people, the shooting, in my family, in my, just one thing. If I learn from a single person, I think that's really nice. So I think new things. Yes, everyone is a mentor and ideal. Yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense, and I think in the all the 3 seasons that we've hosted of role model series, everybody said that learned somebody from somebody who's elder than me. I think you're the first one who says that I learned so much from the next generation, and I think that makes you the perfect youth icon. Uh, but we do this, at the end of this, I'll take a few questions from the audience if you're okay. But before that, we do this rapid fire with every guest, where I tell you a word and you tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. So the first word is shooting.
Medal. Respect.
India.
Creativity.
Art.
Free.
Young people. Lovely. Thank you so much, Anjum. It's been such a pleasure to host you, and thank you for being so candid and answering all these questions. Like I mentioned in the beginning, it was a perfect episode to do on Women's Day, having you hosting you. So thank you so much for doing this, and whenever you're in Mumbai, we'd love to host you in the headquarters. Thank you, and keep making us proud. We are all millions and millions of Indians.
And thank
so
you
proud of you
for watching. And
thank you.
Really lovely. Happy Women's Day to everyone.
We are waiting when you announce your academy.
And who support all around you. I know but I saw we really forget about the men who really support us for us be who we are. Thank you so much. And happy Women's Day to everyone. And
happy Women's Day. Thank you so much.